Hey, we're here for session number 2. What's up? Jesse Abeb, Zanig here. This game's really fun. What's this eye? Active thoughts alter dialogue options. Okay, yeah, turn that off. Continue. We've played it for like 2.5 hours yesterday. It's pretty good. Pretty okay. Pretty okay. It's 105. Yes, one conversation. Equip a pry bar. It rained.
This Postler Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized.
Oh
with
no.
graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantoria mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage.
Oh no!
It hurts.
My toe.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
Think it was cool?
I don't. Let's go.
You can pet the mailbox.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
What do you mean I have so much HP? I'm the best. Who dis? This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on the cover. Okay. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This is a book about pate. This book you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. Book about Badero culture? I don't know. Well, the future the government reads are crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. These are street signs. Roundabout north. Broken window. Tibbs has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Oh no.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side.
Yeah, you can
with
double click
N
to
and
run.
C
Yep.
scribbled backwards. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Small tent. What up, guy? Yellow plastic bag. Graffito. How do I leave? I will collect these bottles. What is this? Yoink. Someone's gonna get clocked in the face. Littering and. Littering and. But without actual.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
No.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your quest?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
That's the name of the shop. Such a good trooper. Dismantling the free market, huh?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Nice. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Murder?
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman.
What does a cop look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
But I don't know about it, gentlemen. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy, then I decided to live a little. You don't know why he actually looks like the guy in the picture. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your point to brain.
Head? Yes.
No, your resilience.
No.
No, your mind.
No. Oh, they're arguing. You gotta take the pain. Small guy looks like he'd run to his mom. Ain't got no balls?
That's a bit childish.
Okay. A dick with no balls.
Say what, sir?
Yeah, Dick Mullen sucks.
Of course, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
I'm going to deduce something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
Heard me? Hands up.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yeah. There are a few other hints. Like
Well,
what?
that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Not impressed. Yeah, to do something about me.
You're quite sober.
Haha, got him.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I'm also sad my head hurts. How do you know I'm usually not? Yeah.
Because you usually aren't. Fritz, maybe? Alcohol is not good for you, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's...
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamor rings through remorse. The parquet of assembly halls, the rows of stall bars are growing cold. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments.
Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you...
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking
The
about
plasmic manifestations. Wasn't this the name of this final update or something?
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about? Nothing really, sir. Mum, maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Low. I am but a working man. What is
It's
romance?
the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Oh, that simple, huh?
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Business.
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Flannel getting on the short list to get banned, but it does remind me. Switch to that.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
She doesn't need the bad
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out. Maybe some about other books. Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Bye. Going inside. Put points in volition. My morale's fine. Ilias Wicked. Is this Mum? I will have a peruse before I talk to you. Molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere.
Hyamdal. We're recovering from a hangover.
Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdal and the Hyamdal Man. Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the sages at the end of the world.
More.
Man from Hyamdal and the false god.
More.
Man from Hyamdal and the scorched earth.
More.
Man from Hyamdal, the Hyamdal colonies.
More.
Man from Hyamdal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdal and the snow crabs.
Oh, snow crabs.
Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
Uh-huh.
Not even close.
Oh, more.
Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdal under the lake. Man from Hyamdal, Hyamdal burning.
Oh, no.
There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyamdala Man, and so much more.
Roll.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Hyundala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyundal and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundal novels.
I want to buy. No, I don't want to buy. The Man from Hyundal.
A small mountain of colorful board games.
Oh, board games.
There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Katawak sounds like a cool place.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Expensive.
Nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
Beano clods. See you. Oh, it's behind the curtain. The ghosts.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Oh.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs.
Why?
And cocaine into the other.
Why?
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
We're gonna have to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time.
Yeah. Let me browse. Ooh, maps. I need a map.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you.
Megacity.
This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do.
That's where I live.
Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away, Ozon, Laurenta. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on the ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy, connections to other worlds.
Hey, Rorschach.
Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. Still, it's detailed.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
So what do you know?
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you interested or not?
No. Steal it instead. No.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway.
Buy the
without
book.
even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Yeah.
The book features chapters on topics such as
Mind over
how to
matter.
find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Okay.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Dick Mullen. It's cool. All these books have like bindings that go together.
A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police. police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree.
Uh-huh.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh God, no.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Cutting. Alright, what's your story, lady?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Plaisance. There you go, Flannel. I'll redeem some points and you get to name a duck. Plaisance.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Excuse me. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportunity. Okay.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Your daughter is the one sitting on store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter.
My
I hope
daughter.
She wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Wunderbar. Uh-huh.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
5. Yeah, I'm not gonna grade. Yeah.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
Yeah, well, market research says that only 10s and 9s are like, you know, your aim. Anything below that is a failure. So if I say 1 or 5, it's bad.
I guess it's better than nothing. She'll have to try harder next time.
See, fail. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Anna is quite the trooper. She's great value add. Here to dissuade the free market and abolish child labor. All this pressure has made her really anxious. You know she's chewing her nails. Yeah.
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life. She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Life lessons, huh? Do I have willpower in here? Drum. No.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden
Oh,
on a
Kim
young child.
chiming in. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That is true, and obviously the will of the market. But maybe make an exception for a daughter. Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming.
2 o'clock.
10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Mm-hmm. Is this husband and his father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. It's a proper place to live.
Oh, papa.
One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Wow, presuming I'm poor and not a father.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
Hey, Freckle.
She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you...
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Goodbye. What's behind the curtain?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Strictly. What's behind?
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Fish! Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Are you casting a spell on me?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Yeah, open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I am a police. Must investigate beyond.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers?
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
Okay. We'll think about it for a while.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Lies. Rip them open, we say.
Lies.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
This time
as if
for real.
taunting you.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
You just can't win.
Yeah, not working outside, working inside. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? +1 helped her in. Roll it!
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
I am the best suggestion and empathy roller.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir.
Awesome.
Telling people about being a star or something.
Superstar.
I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Ooh, party eyes.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Hungry eyes now.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now.
Yeah.
Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bye. We helped her. Good job, team. Maybe they don't need a search warrant in this jurisdiction. Flannel? What kind of soup? I just had the last bit of shepherd's pie before going live. It's all gone now. Sad. Birdie? Catch birdie. It's kind of like walking around.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at a wall? 3%?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Oh, nice. I made had French onion soup a week ago. Made a small batch. It was yummo. Garden hose. Sharing tables eaten by rain and rot.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Who dis? Start splattering bullet holes on the wall.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no, these do not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
And Oni? Or orange bum hat. Reaction speed. Rhetoric. Put it on. Epic. There's my jacket. That I didn't want to jump and get because of low probability. And the hanging. Ooh, maybe someone saw it from that direction.
Now they show up?
This goddamn
Are
kid.
you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
You sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Yep. Bye. Money? What's this? Morale. Magnesium. Money gained. Pry bar? Ooh.
Hey, up here, piggo.
Got a jacket. Hmm. Disco ass blazer.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you, and if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back. Even if moths have left a few holes in it. Okay, I am Blue Boy now.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm Blue Boy. Yo, shut up. Oh, it's the sign.
Hey, up here, piggo.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Oh, shit! Or magnesium. Your room in the railing is much bigger than the sloop. What up, my guy? My gal?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Fancy.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Hi.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines,
Oh.
the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
I am. What gave us away? Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
I need money!
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Nice, Magnon. Here's a tip. The orbs are not portals. You don't jump through them.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Do you know something about the tattoos? What can you tell me about the lynching? What can you tell me about the strike? Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Fine. What do they do? Stop dodging the question.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
It's a lot.
A billion?
Exactly as a billion. Wow. That's it? Money I owe is so much less than that. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Sounds like a typical Cosmic Ocean there, Magnan. Yeah.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
I suppose that means you didn't get the jellyfish journal entry then, so you'll have to go back.
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantanga on behalf of the suzerain.
You know quite a lot about the history of your company.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Workers see the company is nothing without the workers.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
What's up, Lionel?
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
So I'm still doing these things. I don't really know what they're about. This art's awesome, though. Oh, like read my options? Or read them before I take them? Click them? Yeah, I gotcha. The thought cabinet. Just the one I pick, yeah. With your help, hopefully. Where are we? What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What is your role?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
I'm worried about the clock here. Because it said at like 9 o'clock people start leaving. Internalizing the thoughts is a really cool mechanic. Yeah. I don't understand what it is.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
So the strike is connected to the lynching?
Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
Don't narrow your eyes at me. Tell us more about the behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
Yeah, okay. Are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
I'm gonna need some old fashions for that.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Yeah, Crow's got the right idea. I'm a superstar. What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Alright then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What's the union's demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it. Seems like they have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
Most of them probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
That sounds ridiculous.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Workers can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. It's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags, a disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Manana.
This checks out.
Tell me about the union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Gross.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Sound like you're about to take a rapier to him. See that bad? Can't be that bad. Slug Captain. You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh, heavens, no.
No.
We get along just fine.
Okay.
Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
Say nothing.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are 2 of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the brothers?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see.
I can tell.
Would you say the Debarders Union is...
Effective advocate for the rights of local working men, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. I will not have an opinion.
Of course, officer.
Yeah, I am officer. Said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
A missing person.
Disappeared?
Yeah, Kim's on it.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Eerie.
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files.
Some kind of extortion, probably?
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need to hear. Let's change topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Uh-oh. I don't have a badge. Secret task complete. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Gain experience. Level up. The information. Level up. Let's get Savior up to 4, and then I will do other things. I'm kind of leaning into the physique and motorics instead of trying to like balance. Yes, flannel. Level up. I want to play Sly Spire instead. No. Thanks for asking.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, detective?
Remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing. Yes? It's possible after a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory. Yes?
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Yeah, so that'd be a first.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
I mean, eventually, but not right now, Flannel.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
What's this? Oh, done. Interview. How are we going on this? 57. All right.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Uh-huh. +1 sympathy for your amnesia. Then I'll find it somehow. Let's talk about something. Suggestion. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Feelings will guide the way.
But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm solving.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either.
Uh-huh.
We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much else. I only have this. Spread your hands. This is the entirety of my existence. You understand? It's not like a side case for me. This is my main thing.
Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse.
Oh, I'm
This
forced to
isn't some
answer the...
side gig for me.
Uh-huh.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Smooth. This boat, for example, in a home somewhat. I only have this case.
Officer,
Oh, no. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There's only this coast and this lynching.
you know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
Yeah.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour.
Oh?
It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Wow.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse me a moment. While I speak to my friendo.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Yeah. It's because I wanted to roll dice. But do you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic. But do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
So you propose we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
Uh-huh.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Ooh. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Can you tell me about the ledger? You're on a boat. Do you know something about these tattoos? You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality run. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Tell me about these tattoos.
That's the man who was killed.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos. Why, how is looking for her tied to the lynching? Fine. Let's return to it later.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you
You
with.
seem rich. Can I have money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Bub. What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat,
Ooh.
while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too.
Ashamed. I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I am a man. Guess I should make my own goddamn money by now. Make my own money.
Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe. Or a job. But you're sure as hell too ashamed to ask for cash, buddy.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
+1 heard of billions. They keep giving me dice rolls. I don't know. Thanks, I'm leaving.
Of course, detective. Take care.
Have heard of billions. I didn't really expect to get into a long conversation by going over here, but here we are. Yo, he's playing a game. They're playing a game.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Seeing a big sandwich.
In his hand, going into his mouth. The sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
Oh, sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Hand-eye coordination. Nice. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. +2 acting without hesitation. Watch me fail this. Okay, good.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Are you gonna shot put it? What are you doing?
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time as frozen.
Taking the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Yeah, getting into the zone.
West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samarin heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
The man ball. There's time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Yeah.
Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
Inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go! Be the bullet! Why are you shot putting it? Okay.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Just launched there. All right.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure. Problem? I don't understand. I'm a god of track and field. Why would I have a problem with anything? Yeah, not a weak right triceps.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
Sense an anger, and I don't understand why. Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son.
Son.
We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Petanque? Oh, petanque. I understand. I thought it was shot put.
No, no you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you oil slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Yeah, I'll try to fix this. Accept the task. Listen, guys, the ball is gone, and I have a murder to solve, alright? I'll try to fix it.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
You know anything about the man hanged?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I am an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does that have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've seen around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Yeah.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Yeah, I like the physical instrument. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use the artillery? Maybe we can do this. Wait, who are the communards?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like.
Yes, yes.
They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use the artillery?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees.
Oh, no.
We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
What?
We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
A beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Deathblow. Sounds grim. Nod thoughtfully in turn, look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground.
Blood
The
Ground.
coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
That's dark.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything is so bombed out? That explains all the war damage. Actually, I already know all this. I just wanted to know if you do too. That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Communists just don't understand how money works. Nothing, I don't think. I just do. Yeah, I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Heckin' youths. Hey, Papa Neat.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Oh no.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume.
The king, in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already?
Yeah.
They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened.
Oh.
When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
An extremely inadvisable strategy against automatic weapons. Be sure not to make the same mistake.
Threw the ball to the sea. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Not gonna do low rolls. Thank you for your time. Sorry for the ball. Worthy of real men. Some great to top forest crack the pavement like an eggshell. Who dis? Stop between those trucks down there. Smokes. Go get him. What's that? Down here? Old slogan for Humanox covers the trucks. Did I not see it? Oh, here. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. +1 intellect, -1 health. Uses left 4. How do you use it? Just drop it?
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one.
Oh.
This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up.
Light it up.
Become yourself. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
What are the repercussions if I do this? Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
So completed a task. Found smokes and smoked them. GG. Let's go, Johnny Thundercop.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Uh-huh. I am the law. Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
Hey!
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am. So how long have you been here? Cool. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you just said. Could you say it again? Only a little less plotting.
Everyone's a critic, man. It's okay. I've been here a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff? Tell me about this strike. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging in the yard? What are you hauling anyway? What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
You're under arrest. Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of those tracksuits? That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
His lorries are pretty neat. Interested, not really. I just asked because, I don't know. It must be a copyright. Yeah, lorries are cool.
Neat.
Neat.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Right, I had other questions.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Tell me about the strike.
It's like Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on strike. What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly.
In half the company.
Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up.
What do you think the company
Precise
wants?
demands and so on. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Okay.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Uh-huh.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Know anything about the dead men?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And what's your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke.
He's smoking right now.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask
You
around.
could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revachol's weird.
Alright, I'm good. See you later.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, bye. Now, there's a certain time I was supposed to go back here, and, like, there's supposed to be stuff happening. Jump Jams! Popular music mag. Us magazine most able-bodied men. This issue hosts top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Oh, strike. Hi, who are you?
Welcome to Rivachol.
It's the racist lorry driver.
This man looks like trouble. You might not want to get into this right now. Plenty of time later.
Hey, I know, Ravachel, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture.
Oh?
While your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Yeah, he's cowering.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Alright. Hey, Kim, I've got your back. Give Lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman. Now that's settled. We have a couple of questions. I think we've all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
Wait, does that mean I took his side?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled.
Whatever you say,
We got questions.
officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples?
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Uh-huh. What was this? Oh, cigarettes. Okay.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Good. I found the mug, this mug in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
So it's not yours, but is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat. Not sheep, ostriches.
Sheep don't bear the heads ostriches do. You mixed up your metaphors. I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. Second thought, or... Sheep don't bear the head ostrich, yeah.
Whatever. Go back to your college class, Bino.
Oh, so you're just racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
Oh.
So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Guess I can really tell you a prime example of superior design. Right. Already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Jump ahead. Yeah, I can really tell you're a prime example.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and...
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Okay. Goodbye. More morale boost, and then I think I can do something in this place. This is where I could, like, buy stuff, I think. Flowers? Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. Is this where,
The tear machine
yeah,
stands
turn
in
in
the
bottles?
corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert your bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Heck yeah.
Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Eternal consumption engine. Melancholy pop song. Hello.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Cheers.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
Yeah. She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing. Oh.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Proof of this. Very futuristic tap on girls. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. Point your hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. Oh. This is probably a uniform. So who's the most stylish there? Can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Alright, I have some questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Doesn't mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Alright, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about the reality we're in.
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
Yeah.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
What about the physical reality?
I don't know. What about it?
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
You don't know nothing.
The clock shows the time at 10:09.
That's wrong.
The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Where are we?
We're in Frit
I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind, or as a nation, or...
A nation.
We're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff.
All that stuff. What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one here?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
What's the coalition?
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Okay, yeah, I'm done talking to you.
Cool.
Cool.
Reality.
Oops. Sorry.
You mean-
Damn it.
I don't know. Cool.
Cool. Alright, so this is where you can turn money in, though.
A
Cigarettes.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. we don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do they do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Be a little more specific.
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
Y'all want some Hypnogamma. +3 morale. Okay. +3 morale. +1 morale. +3 health. +1 health. Okay. How about these smokes?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad. Say nothing. Just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. I'm going to say nothing. Take it in.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this. You will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Know this. Tell me more.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What's pale?
You know.
Okay.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Okay, what will consume stuff to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
1 physique minus morale. 1 physique minus morale. Okay. 1 intellect minus health. Alright, I'm good. Good for now. Cheers. Low morale, put points in volition. Tell me where to put my points. Put them where I want. Great. So is this just like another way of like gaining points or something? Oh, or you get +1 in cycle. Oh, okay. Temporary research bonus. I don't know. Do I want to interact with all money with these people? Why won't you let us in? They're angry.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignia?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
Praise the sun. What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Oh.
Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Nods towards the racist lorry driver. Think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over. He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Okay. Foreign car kept in good condition. Ruins full of snow, no one lives here anymore. Hello there.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
You say so. Okay. Guess we'll leave her alone. Money. More money. Ooh. White tank top. +1 to physical instrument. Heck yeah. Can't see it though, because I have a big jacket. Alright, this is the big guy. It says GRH. Who's this feller?
Scab?
That's the man with jolly eyes, tilling his head. What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist right to work. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Investigating murder. I'm looking for assistance with dead body situation. I'm actually a worker like you guys. Show him a stolen card. Bit short of money right now. Can you give me some of it? What's the strike about anyway? I'm investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work.
Murder?
You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually fun and easy. You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Looking for assistance with the dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
What's the matter with this wimp? Is he obstructing justice?
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That simple, I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Someone ever bested him in physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Got it. Another
Sure.
thing. I'm good. Thanks, pal. Let's talk to the guy down here.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
He's a full head taller than everyone else.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes. Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the...
Right to work! Right to work!
Alright, I got questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Hey, Bert. Maybe people with murder.
I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
Alright, I'm leaving. We did a muscles start. Body start. This is the closed sign, yeah. Okay, so it's like 4:30, so are things happening in here now? Yeah, I was thinking about it. Oh, this guy's new. It's all about the money. Lebowski. Where's my money, Lebowski? Dishes are drying. Oh, spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Hello, chef.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Mr. Kubek. Okay. Logic. Failed logic. Got a few questions.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Alright. Stay masculine, my guy.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Wonder where it leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
There's a winch outside on the roof, like that, a small elevator. I'm drawn to the cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling rags. There's something about this place makes me want to know. Oh, do we find something? The winch outside.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
No, it's a mega investigation. Merge into a stereo. We get a mini side.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
I'll push it.
The door does not budge.
Alright. Manager! What's up with this door?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Tell me about the door.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
You know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Think you'd like to know what's back there. Let him get to pretend he's indifferent. We'll let him pretend.
He looks at the dust on his finger and wipes it off.
Alright.
Yes?
Okay, bye. Explore. Yeah, like I was supposed to go in here or something? Guess not. Ooh, money. Alright, I guess let's go roll the dice on our jacket. Roll an ankle.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay, I wanted to see if
The
there was...
container sounds a muffled gong.
I wanted to see if there was, like, bottles in there or something. Yep. There's our body. Working on it. Kind of. There's the winch. We're just climbing to the top of this here so we can do the dice roll. Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Okay. There was something I was supposed to do behind his back. Forget what though. This guy.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Get it? Heck. This should be good. Yup.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here. You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Locked. Skill points and save your fare to open this white check. Yeah, I had already put like 2 points in there. Got that. Why does this have a crown on it? Alright, we did that. Bummer, man. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do over here. Okay. Reading passes time? Okay, that's good to know. If we need to pass time, like, do I need to sleep? Like, is that a thing? Find out, I guess. Body's still up. Shot him in the chest. Notice in case of a strike, press button behind guard. Locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking on a door like this. Everyone's got cigarettes besides me.
Yes?
He's got all the ladies up here too. What up?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Oh?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
But
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
I mean, my body does not betray. My body is unimportant. I'm the police, and we need to get into the harbor. Say nothing. Size him up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Uh-huh.
It must be frightening to stand
All
in
caps.
the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Mm-hmm. Puff out your chest.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Somehow.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
My body's not important. I'm a cop.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Okay.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right. I'm an alcoholic and I need that dead body to long be treated. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekends. Enough. I need to take the body. Smell your breath. Is it that bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Oh no. I'm an alcoholic and I need a dead body out of the tree.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
This race stuff's not important here. I just need you to help me with a job, please. I'm the police and I need you to comply now.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Babe.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Okay.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
About 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get the corpse down from the tree. There's 0 people who put that dead body up. There's 0 people who's gonna get me down. Push him out of the way. Come on, I just need to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Push him out of the way.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simenon Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Wow.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Rip and tear! Show him your stolen ID card. You serve Union, don't you? Are they know anything about this mug? Show them the mug. What are those tattoos that you're supposed to mean? Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Knock him out! Suggestion is against it. Suggestion, get on board! Show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Pathetic.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts monks into trash?
What are those tattoos supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
Sure I'm not spirited.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Oh. So my ancestors, okay.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dock worker.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving.
Isn't
His
it different?
eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
The picture is not the same.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Alright. Punch him. Spow! Right in the throat.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
Uh-oh.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. Now's the time for a spin kick. He expects the 1-2, not the 1-3-60. No, don't be a fucking ballerina. Rip into him. Right hook. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
You can hit him with the right hook. Yeah, saw that coming.
Oh God. Wrong move. Your head is in his hands.
Oh
like
God.
A pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that.
How did this happen? I was winning. I am a degenerate. Assault the police officer. Help! Try to somehow wriggle yourself loose with this graph. Never!
Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
Do it again.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage.
Continue.
The man is reeling. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as they trickle.
260 flying spin kick. Let's go. What the fuck?
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise.
Again.
To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
Yeah, you're my babe.
No one is the new measurehead.
Aw, Kim.
Before he gets up.
Let's go. We did it. Loot him for his money. Oh, my boy wants to talk. What, Kim?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
But he's the one trying to provoke me. I was just trying to assert my dominance, but I was fighting bad, unsavory ideology. I'm a hero. Also, we're gonna get through the gates. Yeah, I can't promise that I might attack him again.
The lieutenant groans, but that's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing you'll be expecting.
Do it again. Game's like trying to get him to move over there.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
We did it. Did I push the button? I'm assuming I did. Alright. Out of medicine. So what'd you think of that, my dude? You said to do it, and I did it.
Knocked him out good. Like the Flying Desperado. It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps.
Yeah, I sure did that thing.
So, what's on your mind this time?
Yo, give me money.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Oh.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Say nothing.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Yeah. I spend money to make money.
Aye, you lost me there, Honcho. But it's okay as long as you're not a sorry-ass scab.
Alright, bye. Thanks for the money. Hey, did you see that, my dude?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Yeah, don't tell me how to fight.
Wrong.
Wrong.
You did the right thing with Measurehead.
Yeah.
The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work.
No, I'm good. So, like, I can go... Oh, the door was up there. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, this door. I was expecting to go through, like, the big door. This is a fancy place. La Fume. Use interact on inventory to inspect the book.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism.
Oh.
They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it. A shameful way to treat a former king. Even one as underwhelming as Friesel.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the pages.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary? After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Hey, Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
What's the tip top?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Alright, let's see what they have to say.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Breakthrough imminent. Whatever that means. Oh, are these like... Oh. Unlock. So could I do this one too? Oh. Okay.
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
What's wrong with sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Yeah.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a frita.
Mm-hmm.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Hey, just am in for the
You
violence.
see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Ah, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that. It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara.
What?
SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Welcome back, Flannel. We're learning about bear wrestling, and I punched a guy in the throat and spin kicked him. Tell me more about Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Why not? Get to the bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success.
Wow.
Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're out of shape.
That's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that a strong body is the best defense against capitalist aggression.
Kim, do you think we...
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
I was thinking it might be fun to partake in a bear fight.
I suppose that would be something to see.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds
It's with the local
before you.
concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodations? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Wouldn't it be better?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
What's this about a coalition?
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly. You flip back to the
Alright,
front.
we're done with this magazine. Wow, that was a lot. Alright. Hang on here. So, like...
Lonesome. Long way home.
Oh? We did it. A breakthrough.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then, past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Earning cap for perception raised by 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Okay. Uh-huh. Forget. Alright. Giant aspirin on the pill. Okay. Radio mainstream buzzing sounds. Started office file cabinet drawers seem to be locked. Someone left a coffee machine on. Oop, money. Postcard. So, like, can you sell these things? Somewhere, probably. Stewie typewriter, model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board. I have not gotten the corpse down, no.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Yeah, sure is.
The drawer opens.
Kim's on board.
Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse them.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Interesting coffee maker.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
Can I actually focus, though? Not.
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
So now I get +1 because I am focusing.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at it.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everard's plants. Sweep office floor. More banners.
Is there some crypto thing here? Wasn't there a cryptozoologist at the main place?
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood? Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everard's plants. Sweep office floor. More banners. All items on the list have the drawer slides shut.
Okay. Yo. Visual calculus. Drama -1 though. It's fine. What this? Telephone?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Sure.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number? Uh-huh. Hey, +1 for long way home.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
That's, this is... this is my, Spelunky heckin' in a sentence right there. Bummer. My Spelunky mission statement. I can get my jacket!
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Alright. That tank top under there, though? Oh my god. It's looking good. Tank top has no negative. Plus physical instrument is the best right now. Wild Pines. Bottles! That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Smoker up aware. Do I need to, Wow, you really take all of them, huh? Littering and...
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Okay. Are these stairs down? No? I just ran a screen cover and looks like it's forest under snow. What are we doing here?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Press art.
The crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still.
Press mark.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
All right. Uh-huh.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Okay. It was satisfying. Moving stuff. Special line platform. What's inside?
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Every side. Maybe.
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband. It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container.
Maybe.
We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Well, knock on it.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
I'm opening
it. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Fine. Sad. Positive halogens. So I'm supposed to find something here to help get the container there. There's a rope! Oddly quiet. Machines are sleeping. I have cargo belts. These are half the only one says million. What? The text like flew off screen for that one. Money. Pry bar. Mm-hmm. Ultra Series gloves. +1 half light. What do I have now? +1 interfacing. Sure. Switch them up. Ask Renee about the photo. Renee was the ball guy, right? I was playing Platon or whatever they called it. Oh, is this the smoker? Container, container, container. What up?
Container, container,
Oh.
I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
This is a good jam.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
Hey!
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Yeah, folks gotta eat.
Just some of the
Jesus.
other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing?
Oh,
What
I'm
are
just
you
making some
doing?
covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here? No.
Sure, mister. About what?
Are you the Leo who wrote this note? Make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Giving them grog.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What's in the container I tried to open?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Kim's like, heckin' got you. I'm looking here for the leader of dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's
Yeah.
an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school.
Easy
when we
now,
were boys.
Leo. I just want to know where I can find him.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Points to 2 joint containers on your right. Alright, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
This is his office. Looks like an entrance. Uh-oh. Now, the twin brother was the one with the slanted eye. But Evart is the one that isn't. Said the Pine Lady. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. stair made of pallets leading up. Yo, look at this guy. There's swordfish. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Oh, there's a clock on it. Guess we talk to him. I'm gonna walk past. Okay. Hi.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
He just shoot at me?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
This chair's massive.
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I don't sit.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
He does have the, slant eye there.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain serial. Try to wink back.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Child novelty checking his desk. He's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Take the comically large check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check. You can take the comically large check and shove it up your at. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
I'm gonna leave the check.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
Conscious are and sinks further into
Now,
a chair.
I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
Jeez.
It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
That chair is killing you, -2. Don't panic. Turn to Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Don't panic!
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what, men can cry too? No, I'm not about to cry. Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Thank you, composure.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
More. What's my composure at, even? Where's composure? Man, I got good composure. What the heck? Still getting wrecked.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Harry? There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to the safe place. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Water.
Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I'm good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. Could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man.
You don't
as
say.
I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm telling you, aren't you going to ask me how I got in? You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Let's talk about it. I want to talk about the hanging. I'm looking into your shady brew. Jesus, this is a lot of stuff. Alright, we're going to leave it on the cliffhanger there. We've been doing this for about 3 hours, and I got to do other stuff. This game's awesome. I'm going to continue playing this game. We will continue it. Oh, I can't save during this! No! Fine, we will continue. Debated. I met Joyce, the company representative. What's in the container that's outside your office? Next time on Disco Elysium Z. I'm staying or do the dumb thing. Aren't you gonna ask how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window.
I did do that.
Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I understand. I'm a terrifying death machine. You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
Uh-huh.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Say nothing.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life. You heard wrong. We're not.
Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
We will make it legal.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What's the weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Do it yourself.
Harry, I'm a very busy man,
Uh-huh.
and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Alright, so I'm going to refuse, but the for now makes me feel like I'm going to have to anyway.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Okay. I'm told the unions... Okay, so we're back to the main thing. You call me Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It's true, my memory is a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Let's do it.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Drama. +1 read shipping folders before. It's so low. I have 0 drama. Can you like... No, you can't. They have it grayed out. I was gonna see if you could switch clothes for better stats. Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
For British eyes only. What kind of cop does it say I am? Let's get this straight. What is my full name? Ooh, Kim suspects something. We got +1 for that. Roll it!
Everard's large hands are covering the folder.
Yeah.
But the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume?
What's my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
Okay. I don't really like it.
Don't be silly, Harry. Harry Dubois, that's a real man's name. A Union man's.
Kim's great.
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can. Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
Yeah, it'd be wonderful.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry. Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star.
That's right.
A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
Uh-huh.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Okay, other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course.
Jesus.
Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I'm looking into your shady brew. Perhaps we'll do somehow. I'm told the union involved in the local drug trade. What's in the container?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
The one on the crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Wait, Rhetoric's telling me to smooth talk the container to open it? I met Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see.
Yes, you're very
I hope
busy.
you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the prisoner? I've read Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her to see? Because he's busy, number 4.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Oh, so someone who can't spin kick your lackey outside?
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in here.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
Called him a midget.
Harry! I have
Harry.
little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this?
What is this?
Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry.
Whoa!
I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
What's happening?
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious
Vanished?
circumstances.
Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Yeah, so transparent don't let anyone in.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Okay. Could you help me get the dead body? Told the union's involved in the local drug trade.
What?
What?
Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you...
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Yeah, look at your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation.
Right.
You know what? Don't even tell me.
Kind of figured
Whatever it
that
is,
would happen.
Do it.
Can you help me get a guy from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree.
Why we came
behind
here?
The hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, the belt thing. You're a community leader, help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Clicks a button. Yeah. Which is cool. It's very nice having it all voiced.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy.
Yeah, Jean-Luc.
You can find Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
Okay. Let's talk about my gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that.
It's 8 o'clock.
It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yeah, that had crossed my mind. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it.
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
It did get me in. We spin kicked him, we hit the button, and then we entered.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
New points. I was gonna get this to 5, but now it seems like I shouldn't. I'm very, very small intellect. Very small. Why does this have a crown? Is it because it's like my best skill or something? Let's do one into volition. Oh, I can only do 2 maximum. Interesting. Volition urges you to be a good guy to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in the bottle between a pair of legs, or the end of an iron barrel, which promise oblivion. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the 2 health pools in the game. At high levels, Volition makes you hyper sane when you're about to get funky. It keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper at low. Yo, heck, Volition, get it out of here. Not doing that. Let's do perception. Perception wants you to be open to the world with eyes, ears, and nose working at full capacity. It enables you to take in what others don't notice. The little wad of bills hit in a sugar bowl, the odor of the perp hiding beneath the floorboards, the gulp of the suspect. At high levels, perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you are going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see, hear, or smell. Continue.
He is not.
I am only kidding, of course. Yeah, he's not kidding.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I'm reconsidering opening the door.
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
Manana.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now.
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
Couple things
Let's
about me.
hear it, Harry.
Okay, I guess not.
Of course, Harry, of course.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Let's not linger on Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks, I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. Yeah, wouldn't want to be stuck here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Are we, though? Back to his typing. Can these things? No, it just says price. I was seeing if they had interact on them, too. Okay. This me. So I got a bunch of things to do now. Open apartment door, getting the body down. I still need a map. They wouldn't let me buy one. Impossible. I've rolled impossibles before and completed it. Monday. This all happened on Monday. Oh god. It's 9 o'clock though. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try again. Okay. Alright. Can I save now? Now we can save. Alright. We'll end it there. Less on a cliffhanger. I guess. God dang it. We'll continue this probably tomorrow night. Thanks for being here, everyone. This game's really cool. I'm having fun with it. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah. I might be doing some co-op with Jesse Abeb in the morning. I gotta confirm some other things before we confirm that, but if not, I'll be doing some, I don't know, heckin' Thursday waiting room. Thursday we have Back for Blood coming out, the beta. Also, Dreamscaper comes out in 1.0, I believe, on Thursday. So we'll be checking that out. As with all these community games, we'll put the VOD up on Twitch and the YouTubes. And yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go do something else. Is there anyone I want to raid around here? Not really. Send you guys over to Ruby. They are also playing Splunky 2. Looks like they're doing pacifist runs. Oh no.